Society's association with Colin Glaitzer and the Glaitzer family goes back many years, a long time before I was a member of the Wine Society, back to prior to 2000. They've created and crafted wine in the Barossa for 2-3 generations, and I've worked closely with the Wine Society over the years. I asked Colin if he would be interested in doing a Barossa Shiraz for our Best in Society, and he came up and said he'd look into it, which he did, and came up with a couple of propositions that were then sent into the Wine Society for tasting, and eventually we decided on a blend that we thought would suit the membership in the most fitting way. So Colin then came up with in association with his son Ben, with the final blending, and exclusively for the Wine Society came up with the Goldbeater Shiraz. Goldbeater, you may ask, it's an old label. I think the last time the Glaitzers used the Goldbeater label was around about 2000, 2001. And they've brought it out of retirement especially for the Wine Society and come up with a wonderful handcrafted Barossa Shiraz.
Barossa Valley is probably the most well-known region of Australia, not only as a general wine growing region but specifically for Shiraz. It seems to have abundant sunshine, the soil types are right, and of course the age of the vines now is exceptional, and so we get very, very concentrated flavours. We get a lot of characteristics that make the Shiraz style in Australia famous, and particularly the full-bodied style, which everybody seems to love. Well, just looking at the wine, first about the colour. This is obviously a young wine, 2012 vintage, but and it shows what you would expect from a younger wine. It's showing really lovely deep purple colours as well as a bright red character, which I find very, very attractive. The aroma, it's got everything that you would expect from 2012, which is a lovely vintage. It's got lovely ripe fruit flavours. It's got lifted some even red berry flavours, which it's a little bit different from the Barossa. The Barossa is normally associated with really ripe black fruits. This one has certainly got that, but it's also got some nice bright red fruits with it. And of course, the thing that's really appealing is the supporting oak. The Glaitzer family have been very, very clever with the oak handling on this wine. The oak is there, but it's all in balance and all in harmony. The palate. This is the most appealing part of the whole wine. I mentioned earlier that Barossa is famous for big, rich, full-bodied Shiraz. This is a little different to that. It is a little more elegant and refined, and this is one of the things that make this wine so appealing. It has stacks of flavour, but it's not one of these big, rich, in-your-face wines that take some time to get over. I mean, I find even this as a young wine, you can drink this wine and enjoy it right now. It's got lovely, soft, supple fruit flavours on the mid-palate. The tannins are ripe and balanced, and the oak is, as I said it before, is very much in a supporting role without being overt. And I think it's a very well put together wine. Any Shiraz goes well with red meats, and that's what makes it so popular with Aussie barbecues. But this particular wine, I think it deserves really, really good lamb or steak or something like that, not just standing around a barbecue, but sitting down at a nice table with a really nice cut of meat. There's no doubt about it that this style of wine, with the protein that's in red meats, they just go, they're a marriage made in heaven, basically. As for cellaring potential, this wine is, whilst it's a young wine, it's under screw cap. It has, and even though it's got these lovely supple soft flavours which makes it very, very approachable now, It has the depth and the structure and the weight that's going to bode well for it in its as it matures. I think it will go for maybe at its peak at 5 years, but there's no reason why it couldn't go longer if you've got a good cellar. Most importantly of all, please enjoy your Best in Society Winter Red, and may I commend it to you.